Hello everyone, welcome back to Rich's Garage. Now I know the last time we spoke I said that you'd see everything in primer unless we ran into something a little crazy. And I did. Here are the brake cylinders. And the way they cast these makes it a little bit of a bear to clean up. Let me show you what eventually it'll look like. So this is the finished product. Let's see if I can get a little holder here on the end. I need tweezers. I don't know. Okay. A little closer here. So as you can see, you're trying to make a cylinder out of this. And this little opening is where this piston rod would fit. So you see how that's like a half moon and a half moon. And if you do this right, let's see if I get the right side up here. There we go. This fits in nice and smooth. Okay. And then this goes on the hanger. Well, let's see. So it's something like this. I have to fit these. I haven't. Let's try this side. Just a little happier. All right. Come on now. Something like that, I believe. Let me see. Did I get this right? Let's see here. Yeah, that's going to hang on that angle that way. Okay. Right, so we got something like this going on. Alright. Now, so why am I showing you all this? Not so much for this part, right? This part's pretty easy to see, right? Then when I slide that on there, it's on a little bit of an angle, and you get, right? That's what we're going to be shooting for, okay? But for some reason, who knows why? Look at how it's cast on the sprue. See, we get really right up in there. You have. It's almost impossible. It is impossible to make a clean cut. So just to show you some of what you have to go through, I'm going to cut this. So as you can see, right, even with these cutters, I can't really get in here that tight. So you got to come in, and it's very thick. Cut that. Now here, you don't want to cut the little nubs off because they're part of the casting that stays. Keep nibbling. Then you have a fair amount of cleanup. So I just come in on a diagonal and snip this stuff out. Again, without trying to mess up the actual curve. Use my magnifying glass so I can get a little better look. I'm just trying to take some of the material off because it's pretty thick, and then sand it. Alright, the same thing with this one. A little glare. So if you do that, then come back with a file, clean that up, then you can put these together. So it takes a while. I'm not going to do it on camera because it does take a while to fit it right, but you can get a nice good fit, nice clean fit, do a little sanding, clean that up, and it all fits together real nice. The what I did was, when I got the halves together, I did the old clamp thing, clamped it like that, right? Moved it around so I got a good, that the end, this rod would fit in nice and smooth, and then I just put a little bead of glue on there and let it sit. So I have the other 3 to do there. I cut out these other radius rods, and you can see, 2 of them at nice detail. This is the adjustable clevis one. What I did in here is I sanded the molding lines that are in this pocket, because this pocket has to sit, it's going to sit on these axles. It's going to be over here. But you don't want to glue on that raised ridge. You want to sand that down a little bit. And you have to be careful. There's detail on here, right, that you don't want to sand off. I just sanded the back side, the top, and inside the groove. They're actually cast pretty nice. This would be like a cast part, so I didn't remove that rib. I just, like I said, just cleaned up the back side. What else we have going on here? We got the mud flaps ready to go on before I paint. These go on the back side of the assembly. So I got a little bit more assembly work to finish that part up, and then I can prime it. The last piece, wheels we spoke about, I put together 3 of them. And I think I put together 1/2 for these on camera. In here, you have to be a little bit careful. I don't know if you can actually see it, but there's a little buildup of plastic. So I come in with the nippers, because these are small enough. And let's come in and right, because it's important that that's flat. Excuse me. Let me try again. You can hear someone's mowing lawns. It's a little allergy thing going on here. Okay. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put a little glue there, a little glue here, and this is going to sit flush. So you want to make sure it's flush, so if you had some flash in there, you'd be cocked, and then you wouldn't get this in square. So let's do that. You have a few seconds to get this to make sure you're square, right? And there's a little bit of a wave in this. I sanded it a little bit, sanded down. So you can see how that's going to sit. All right. And I just kind of see how it spins. If it looks like it's going to be true. And that looks alright. Okay. Now this is the back of the wheel. So this sits just like that. And what I do is I put this on. I'm going to hold it, feel around, make sure I got a good seam, and then I'm just going to put a bead of glue all the way around. And let me just play around with that a little. And I go with my fingernail and I see, how's that feel? Does that feel flush? And this feels pretty flush. Then I just paint the seam, let it work its way in. And that is that. I could put the front rim on, and then put the tires on. But what I want to do, I want to come in, I want to paint these spokes, and it's going to be a lot easier to do it with this off. And then what I'll do is I'll just slightly sand this. I don't think I'll mask it. I'll probably just paint it all, and I'll just take a little light sand to it, so I have raw plastic to glue that down. I actually did prime the trailer. My can of primer is downstairs, but what I'll do is I'll show you the trailer primed, and then what I'm going to do is paint the trailer a base coat, and then let that dry and top coat. So let me show you the trailer. Hang on one second. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Here's the trailer. Actually, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to get the can of primer so you can see what it is. Hang on one second. Okay, so here is the primer I used. I've used it for other models. And I happened to I was doing something with some metal, and I happened to use this, and I had it left over, and I wound up using it for other things. So it's good for you can see wood, metal, plastic. With plastic, they say to let it sit for 3 to 5 days, depending on what's going on with the weather. I like it a lot. It goes on, it's sandable, so that's good. If you ever want to see something that there's a part that you want to sand out, you can sand it. So this is the Rustoleum Primary I've used. It looks like the deck is completely covered, but that's the masking tape that you see there. Last time I showed you, I masked the outsides, but like I said, I masked the inside. I'm going to top coat this. First, I'm going to use a base coat, and I'll show you that paint in a minute, and I'll show you what the final color is going to look like. I didn't fill those little notches in here like I was talking about. I think I may leave it. I'm okay with it. The underside we have painted. You can see the landing gear. Seems to have gotten a little smudge here. I'm not sure what that's from, but like I said, I can come in and touch that a little bit with some sandpaper, and looks nice. Looks nice. I'm happy with it. It'll be a good base for. You can see how the holes are still clean. It didn't fill any of the holes for the tandem slides, and let's see the end. It does a good job without really filling in a lot of the detail. You can still read the fruit off. So that's it's a nice primer. It gives it a nice smooth finish. It covers well. So that's what we got to work with. Now, what I'm going to paint. I've used this Createx. The airbrush paint. I got this, I think, we have a Blick art supply store that I happen to be in. And this is, you can go on their website, it's kind of interesting. They tell you to, I don't know if you can even read that off there, but to spray this at a pretty high pressure. They say 40 to 50 psi. I think I set my compressor to around 40 and just see how it sprays out. But I don't use any flow agent with this, although I could. I really didn't thin it. But what I wanted to do, I use the final color, and is this pearl blue, which is really nice. I painted the Peterbilt 359, the Revell kit, with this. And what I did first I primed it with this gray. So it's one of the reasons why I'm using the same steps, so I get the same color. Then I wanted to give the pearl this a good bright base to be on top of, so that's why I sprayed with the white. I'm going to spray the wheels. I'm thinking I'm going to keep the wheels white and the rims white, and then I'm going to brush paint the blue pearl in here. So that's what it's going to look like, and now when I put it all together, I'll show you. So obviously I got some assembly to do before I can prime the tandems and the wheels. They're going to take a few days to set. So I'm going to paint the trailer white, and then you know, what I'll do is I'll finish this, prime it, paint this white, everything will have to set. Then I can spray the tandems with the white. So I got a fair amount of paint and weight type thing coming up. But we're getting near the home stretch. So thanks for watching, and next time you'll definitely see the balance of the parts primed. You'll see this in white. I'll probably show you this in white, and then when I get everything white, then I'll probably go ahead and spray the blue pearl. Alright, see you later.